Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to start a new chapter number 5, natural numbers and whole numbers. Okay, so first we'll start with first variety, that is natural number. The numbers which we are used for counting are the things appear in the nature. In this counts only if you want to count the number of trees in a garden. So if I want to count the number of trees in a garden, so we'll start with the number 1, 2 and 3 and so on. So the number 1, 2, 3 in which we usually do counting are called natural numbers. So set of natural numbers usually denote with letter S, N. Okay, so it is denote as in N. So in general we'll say natural numbers are those numbers by which we can count things in nature. For example, if I want to count the number of books in your bag, so we'll start with number 1. So for example, I can give 4 trees, 5 houses, etc. So these are the numbers used for counting purpose only. So I'll write natural number 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay. Now there are 4 points to be remembered. We'll start one by one. The first and the smallest natural number is 1, because here we see the first and the smallest natural number is 1. The last and the greatest natural numbers are infinite, cannot be obtained. Yes, we cannot obtain the last number, so the last and the greatest natural number is infinite. The difference between any two consecutive natural number is 1. Yes, for example, if I'll say 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1. So similarly, if I'll add 1 to any consecutive number, we'll get it. I'll explain it more clearly, like 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4. Okay, so difference between any two consecutive natural number is 1. Now by adding 1 to any natural number, its next number obtained. Just now I have explained it. Okay, so if I'll add 1 to the natural number, we'll get its next natural number. So points to remember, I'll go through it again. The first and the smallest natural number is 1. The last and the greatest natural number is infinite. Like for example, counting of stars, we don't know how many stars, so the last number we cannot obtain. So it cannot be obtained. The difference between any two consecutive natural number is 1. And by adding 1 to any natural number, its next number obtained. Hope you clear with all the 4 points to be remembered. Now the next point, not natural number. If I'll talk about fractions, like 3 by 4 are not a natural number. Fraction cannot be a natural number. Only a normal numbers like counting numbers we can use as natural number, but fraction cannot be natural number. Decimals number, if I am putting decimal point, okay, 3.4 or 5.28 etc. are also not a natural numbers. So fraction, decimal numbers cannot be a natural number. What about 0? 0 is also not a natural number. So 0 will also count as not a natural number. 0.4, negative numbers like minus 15, minus 3 etc. So no natural number is negative, that is none of minus or negative number is a natural number. So natural number cannot be counted as a negative number cannot be counted as a natural number. So natural number cannot be negative. Now the next, if I am considering this n as an even number, so I'll call it as even natural number. Okay. Similarly, if 2 multiplied by n, even natural number. If 2n minus 1 will get an odd number, then I'll call it as odd natural number. So even number, even natural number, odd number, odd natural number. So this is what you have learned now about natural number. Natural numbers, points to be remembered, and the numbers which are not a natural number. Now we have second variety, and this is called whole number. Okay, whole number. A whole number is either 0 or a natural number. Okay, so whole number is either 0 or natural number. So I can say the whole number is include the entire set of natural number and 0. In short, whole number include the entire set of natural number and 0. So I'll start the whole number as 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so these are whole number. Set of natural number starts with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, a whole number. Next, points to remember. The first and the smallest natural number is 0. Yes, 0 is the first and the smallest natural number. The last and the greatest natural number cannot be obtained. Last and the greatest natural number cannot be obtained. Similarly, like counting of stars and etc., we cannot count the last number of it. Like natural number, whole numbers are also infinite. Okay, so here also, like natural number, whole numbers, last number is also infinite. The difference between two consecutive whole number is 1. Yes, almost points are similar. The difference between two consecutive whole number is 1. So similarly, by adding 1, I'll use this point. By adding 1 to any natural number, so in place of natural number, I'll be considering whole number. So by adding 1 to any whole number, its next whole number is obtained. So this point is also common in whole number. I'll move towards whole number. All natural numbers are whole numbers. Yes, agree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. All natural numbers are whole numbers. But all whole numbers are not natural number. For example, 0. So if I am considering 0, 0 is a natural number? No, it's not a natural number. Is it a whole number? Yes, it is a whole number. So similarly, all whole numbers cannot be a natural number. Now the next point, successor and predecessor of a whole number. Successor of whole or natural number, if I will consider, the number is the number, yes, natural number or whole number is a number obtained on adding 1 to it. So if I'll add 1 to it, we'll get the successor of that number. Adding 1 to the whole number. What about predecessor? Predecessor of a whole number is obtained by subtracting 1 from it. Now you can clearly see predecessor of a whole number is obtained on subtracting 1 from it. For example, if I am writing predecessor of 1 is 0. Okay, and let me write the example of successor of 0 is 1. Add 1 to the number. 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, predecessor subtracting 1 from it, and successor adding 1 to it. Now few points on it. Like successor of a whole number is the whole number plus 1, and the predecessor of whole number is a whole number minus 1. In normal words, I can say successor plus 1 to the whole number and predecessor whole number minus 1. Next point, predecessor of a whole number 0 is not possible. We cannot minus anything or we cannot go down below 0. So predecessor of whole number 0 is not possible. predecessor of natural number 1 is not possible because 1 is the smallest natural number. Similarly, 0 is the smallest whole number. So their predecessor is not possible. Now the next point. 0 is the smallest whole number. Okay. There is no whole number on the left side of 0. Each whole number on the right side of 0. Yes. Other than 0. Whole number is greater than every whole number on its left, and whole number is smaller than every whole number on its right. Now we'll start with the properties of whole numbers, that is operation of addition. So similarly we're going to do operation of subtraction, multiplication and division on whole numbers. Okay, firstly we'll start with addition. So now for addition, whole number. First is closure property. See student, if x and y are two whole numbers, then x plus y is also a whole number. In other words, whole numbers are said to be closed. For addition, if on adding any two whole numbers, we'll get a whole number only. 5 is a whole number, 8 is also a whole number. So one whole number plus another whole number and their sum is also a whole number. So 5 plus 8, that is 13, a whole number. Hope you understand. Closure property, that is addition of a whole number is always closed. A whole number adding to another whole number will get a whole number. Okay. Next property, commutative property. If x and y are two whole numbers, then x plus y and y plus x. Okay. In other words, the sum of two whole number is said to be commutative for addition if their sum remains the same even if the order of the addition is changed. Say I have changed their order, x plus y, now y plus x. I have changed their order, but their sum will always remain same according to commutative property of addition of whole number. So I have taken the example 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3. Is it same? Yes, it is same. Okay. So I have taken in place of x and y, I have taken this example 3 plus 4 is equal to 4 plus 3. I have changed their order, but the answer will remain same. Associative property. The next property, associative property. In this property again I have changed their order, but their sum will remain the same. For any three whole numbers like x, y and z, okay, whole numbers x, y and z. So I have arranged it in order. In another word we can say, for any set of three whole numbers, if the sum of any three whole numbers is added to the third whole number, then whatever be the order, the sum will remain the same. So it doesn't matter whatever will be their order, their sum will always remain same. For example, 3 plus 5 plus 6, answer will remain same, 14. Wherein this case 3 plus 5 plus 6, so 8 plus 6 again 14. So even if I have changed their order, the answer will remain the same. So this is associative property, also called as associativity. Next property, existence of identity. Okay, very simple, that you add 0 to any whole number, okay, it will be the number itself. So I'll explain it. For any whole number x, x plus 0 equals to x. In other words, addition of a whole number and the whole number 0 is the number itself. So if I am adding whole number to the whole number 0, then the number will remain same. So it will come the number itself. The whole number 0 for which x plus 0 or 0 plus x is called additive identity. So that's the name. Yes, existence of identity also known as additive identity. Why? Because if I am adding one whole number to other whole number 0, then the number will remain itself. So I have taken this example of 8 plus 0 or 0 plus 8. The answer is 8. Here in this additive property also comes. Existence of identity or additive identity. So therefore 0 plus 8 or 8 plus 0 are equal. Now the next property, additive inverse. See students, this is very easy. What is the inverse of x? Minus x. Okay. So if the sum of two whole numbers is 0, the two numbers are called additive inverse. So then sum is 0, then I'll say it is additive inverse. These are two whole numbers and their sum is 0. Why? Because one is x, then this is additive inverse, that is minus x. This is 5. I have taken this example. Then additive inverse of 5 is minus 5. Okay. So that is for any whole number x, its additive inverse is minus x. And x plus and minus x is equal to 0. Consider the whole number 5. Its additive inverse will be minus 5. So if this is 5, what is the additive inverse? Minus 5. So here plus minus minus. So answer like 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. Additive inverse of any number will be 0. If you add it, then. Now the last property of addition, cancellation of law of addition. In this case, I have taken x, y and z are the three whole numbers. Then x plus y is equal to x plus z. Now if you see the same number on the other side of is equal to, you can do the cancellation. So direct cancellation, x plus y is equal to x plus z. X is in common, you can say cancel because it is on the other side. So what left here? Y, and this side z. So y is equal to z. So I'll take it an example of x, 8 and 5 whole number. X is equal to 8 is equal to 5 plus 8. Now x plus 8 is equal to 5 plus 8. 8 is common on the other side. So direct cancellation, cancellation of law of addition. So plus 8 cancel. So what left here? X, and this side 5. So x is equal to 5. So it comes in the law of addition. So I will say it as cancellation law of addition. So these are the properties of addition. Now your homework for today is, you can see fill in the blanks. Question number 2 represents the following whole number on a number line, and the next is true or false. Okay, so this is all, you have to do it by yourself. You can say the smallest natural number, smallest whole number, largest natural number. So this is your homework from the textbook, exercise 5A. Question number 1, filling the blanks. Question number 2 represents the following natural whole number on a number line, and question number 3, true or false. Thank you students. That's it for today. Thank you.